Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kia, I'm from Affirmative Team. I'm totally agree with this motion as this house would abolish primary and middle school years that group children based on age and instead group them by competency and intelligence. Grouping based on competency and intelligence very influence children, but not all children have the same intelligence, so it is important to group competence and intelligence. There are several factors whether children have qualified intelligence and competency, such as family, environmental, cultural, and economic factors. If families support children to be educated, automatically children will have great intelligence and competition. The family also becomes one of the important roles for children developed, because without family support, children cannot develop like normal things. Harmony in families create good children, good health, thinking, and creativity. The statistical index of happy family in Indonesia in 2017 has reached 70.69%, which takes a rapid surprise for harmonic families and definitely have children who will be good with their competency and intelligence. Now, we move to factors cultural, where culture can make this child own personality, whether internal or external culture. Culture can make children develop if this culture is advanced and thinks logically. Why? Why is that? Because culture is important aspect in early childhood learning. Culture also influences children's mind patterns because certain culture will influence development and growth. Environmental factors will children association becomes an influence on children's development. If the environment is good, children will automatically develop good. If the environmental is bad, children will not develop automatically. Then from the factor from the family should also tell the children will the environmental will be good association and the bad one. Because children tend to imitate their peers or friends, it is important from a mother's parenting to educate children in choosing the environmentals. Factor economy become one of the hardest issues in Indonesia. Currently, at this time in Indonesia, many people or cities experience economic gap, where this has impact all children. Children can study because they don't have money, that finally children don't get more knowledge like other children. This can also make Indonesia will lack of human resource that developed, have intelligent and qualified competition. You need to know, we all need to know, not all children are born happy, not all children are born in a good environmental and have a good supporting in economy. In Indonesia, there have been many cases of children dropping out of school due to family, environment, and even economy. This is what casts difference from intelligence and competition, where it is very true for us as parliament to make a grouping based on competency and intelligence. If less smart children are grouped with children who have high intelligence, this will not develop them, because the mind patterns of less smart children will be different. They will be more independent and otherwise with small children. He also will not develop because in his environment he will feel enough with his skill because his surrounding environment is lower. Then, a grouping is needed on basis on competence and intelligence, where intelligent children are united with equal family, it will drive them to be curious in studying and growing them thinking. Then, they will not feel enough and always growing. Less intelligent children are united with unqualifiedly, also it creates not too great gap among them. This situation decreases failing frustration among them because the competence atmosphere lessens. They do not feel being failed. They must get more material so that we all as children can develop. Child health also influences the intelligence and competency of children in learning, such as the case of young mothers who bring stunting children that also affect children develop power, even mindsets. A healthy children is health also intelligence. Health starts in the mothers who is containing the child. If the mother is healthy, then the child will also be healthy, both physical or thinking. This is what we must underline. Okay, this is what we must underline. Not all children have the same intelligence and competence. Then diverse grouping is needed to children to get the equal rights. This is the right to think, have good intelligence and competency. Once again, I really agree with this motion. I am totally agree with this motion because children getting grow based on competency and intelligence, then we can develop children who were unable to become able and children who can become much more capable. Let's advance Indonesia with qualified children. Thank you.